Scott Syphax is truly one of the most selfless guys I know, and just incredibly smart, incredibly passionate, and just a business juggernaut.
Everyone knows the type of business person he is, honest, hardworking, creative, innovative. Some of those are some of the things that describe him as a business person. But on the other side, I'm more impressed with him as a father, a loving father, a faithful and dedicated husband, a true champion for the community, and being willing to open his arms and to share everything that he has.
When I think about Scott, he's like a walking encyclopedia. We have meetings together with our community leadership, and it's something like, you'll ask a question and he'll have the answer and he'll quote the book, and you're like, really? Really? How do you even have time? You're on an airplane, and that's what he says. I'm on an airplane, that's what I do.
The thing about Scott is his thirst for knowledge, and then to be able to talk about what he's learned and explore it, not just say, hey, guess what I learned, but be able to try to use that in practicality and say, how can we make this work now for Sacramento? What do we need to do? Who else do we need to talk to?
After I graduated from Sac State and the Sacramento Entrepreneurship Academy, I tried my hand at a number of different things, but I landed at the Nehemiah Corporation because I knew from my father's work that giving someone access to the American dream through home ownership was about the most special thing that happened to someone in life other than getting married and having kids. And so I wanted to be a part of delivering that joy to people every single day, and that's the privilege and experience I get today.
I actually met Scott in 2009 when he actually created the Nehemiah Emerging Leaders Program, which is a leadership program for high potential young professionals and helps give them all the skills and relationships to really advance their careers, not only professionally, but also civically.
So he said, I've got this idea for a show, and we're going to have these conversations about Sacramento, and they're going to be really important, and we need to have the underserved be able to talk, and we need to be able to talk about all these things that are going on in the community that we need to make decisions about. And I said, you know what, Scott, let me stop you right there. I've been having those thoughts too, and I know we need to do that show. I said, you and I want to create the same show. I said, but what I'm hearing from you is you might want to be the host. And he said, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Working with Scott on Studio Sacramento, it's been such a great joy. Like, I always ask myself, what is it that Scott can't do, right? So he's this host, and he's remarkable. And we get guests from our American Leadership Forum, and when we get the guests, we always tell them, please wear solid colors. It's really important so you don't clash, too many patterns, whatever. So all of a sudden, I come walking in one day, and here's Scott in this black pinstripe suit. And it's not just a little pinstripe, it's huge. It's black with white, and he's wearing this purple tie with white polka dots. I mean, really, Scott?
I love my TV show because it's the opportunity to have an excuse to meet every interesting person in this region and a lot of interesting people across the country. Give us kind of a sense of how Sacramento got to be the Milwaukee of the West. What does our state government value? The arena. What happened? There are a lot of cynics who don't believe that this generation is committed to anything. What's been your experience? Do they hear the message? Are they not getting the data?
I could not pay Scott to work harder than he does. Sometimes he sends us all emails at 2 a.m. and I think he does it just to prove he's working harder than we are.
He's had many opportunities, obviously a person of his caliber, to leave and to go off and do other things, but he's chosen to stay here and to make not only Nehemiah successful, but the greater Sacramento region successful.
He's the most generous, kind-hearted person. And truly, when he looks at you, he wants you to be successful. And he doesn't come at it from a point of, what's in it for me?
Scott, your contribution to this community, your contribution to me and my family, and you leading by example has really blessed me, and I know has blessed so many people, and I appreciate you being you.
For Studio Sacramento, I'm Scott Syphax. See you next time, right here.